the items you're about to see can be purchased on my eBay website at Whitney Labrie Events. Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. I hope you're doing well so far for midweek. Today I want to show you a box that I got at a estate sale, and it was one of those sight unseen make a bid type of deals, and I won. So let's see if I did good or if I did bad. At the top I can already see that we have some broken items, so hopefully there's not too many damaged things in here and that we can actually see some treasures. All right, what do I go with first? Okay, so this gold chair just jumped right out of the box for me. It's a magnetized trinket box. It also, of course, looks like just a gold Egyptian chair made out of resin, not vintage at all, but still a cool piece. Here is a patio chair. We're missing an arm on the side here. The other arm also looks like it had a repair at one time. But it is a really fun chair. I love the design on the back. It kind of has a 60s vibe. And then that really brightly colored seat cushion there really draws your eye right on over to it. So hopefully I've got the rest of the arm, and then that can just be a really nice repaired chair. Here's a fabric chair, like a dining chair. It could be a vanity chair. It's fully fabric. It's kind of stuck in this box. It's probably been sitting in here for some time. It has a nice pink trim on it and a really pretty floral pattern material. There's no staining or anything on it, so it's in really nice shape. The trim on it just needs a little maintenance there on the trim, but that's it. Here we have an unfinished Bezpak display table, and you can see that it's seen better days. All the pieces are here for the base. It just needs to be re-glued. And of course, you can stain it and everything. And the top, I can't really remove the top, so I don't know if it was glued down or if I'm just not doing it correctly, so I don't want to play around and damage this piece anymore. So I will have this on the eBay site today for sale if you're the type of person that loves to take pieces like this and make them whole again and bring them back to life. All right, so we've just got something fell out, and oh look, it's the arms to that chair, and it is. That makes me feel good when something comes together. Okay, what do we have over here? We have another display table. This one looks like it might be maybe like a town square miniature. It doesn't have the top to it, the plastic top. So you can see there, it has a nice scalloped base. It is a dark mahogany and it has a red velveteen interior panel for you to display some nice goodies. So they do make pieces that you can purchase to replace these little plastic pieces that have gone missing. You can get those at the store, probably order them online. Here is a dressing mannequin here. This would be cute in a store. It's handmade. Someone put a little embellishment on the base. It does stand a little crooked. I will tell you that it stands a little crooked. So maybe if you add some stuff to it, maybe some of your own embellishments, you can actually bring this piece to life as well. And then here's another display table. This one is also missing one of the little clear plastic panels on the side. You can see there, and there's a little bit of glue on it. I can tell that maybe someone had tried to at one time fix this themselves. So hopefully that piece is in the box. Same maker though, likely. This is Town Square Miniature, and of course has the red velvet inside for you to display your items on. Make it look fancy. All right, now we have a Asian chair here, Asian styled chair. It is wood and it's painted black. The seat is actually missing, as you can see there, but the back part of the chair legs, they're missing like the chair brackets that would go across the back and then on the side too. So this chair has seen better days. And so far, I'm seeing a lot of broken stuff. So hopefully this isn't a total bust of a bin here. But here's another broken piece. This is a tall wash stand. It does have a couple nice towels that are with it, but the back is gone. Oh wait, here's the back. So this would be glued back here, and it's like a wash stand or a shaving stand. This one is by Reminiscence, so it just needs to be glued. It looks like it might have been glued before. It doesn't want to go back on there exactly perfect, so we'll see. This is neat. This is a metal wash stand here, metal washer, and it's got the pull through squeeze dryer thing at the top. I don't really see a brand on it. It has some neat detail to it. It's got the agitator inside, but I don't see a lid. and maybe that's in the box also. But this is one of those pieces that actually might be cool. Even without the lid, you could add some clothes inside, or this could be part of an abandoned project that you might be working on. So it has definite potential. Here is a director's chair in blue, and everything is there, but the cross legs in the front have come unglued. Sometimes I've come across a couple of these chairs that are meant to fold, but this one doesn't look like it was meant to fold ever. And so it just needs a little glue down there on the cross legs. All right, here we have another display piece, and of course it's missing the top part, the top little clear part, and what a bummer, but that's three display pieces now, so I'll probably sell them all together as a set, and then if you have a store that you are working on or something like that, these would be really good pieces for someone to kind of do a little bit of a makeover, because they definitely match. They just all need a little bit of love, or you can cut some clear acrylic and add those to the top. Now here is the seat, it looks like, to that chair we saw earlier. Yeah, that definitely goes there. So hopefully maybe I'll come across the chair pieces or the base pieces to this, and then we'll have a complete chair. This is adorable. This is a metal yellow bistro table. I think that's from the manufacturer, that color. I don't think someone spray painted that. You know, we see a lot of the white metal pieces and then they get painted, but I think this one comes straight from the manufacturer, already painted yellow. There is a little bit of a glue residue or a sticker residue on the top. Other than that, it's in really good condition. I don't really see any chips of paint or anything on it either. Okay, fireplace here. Standard fireplace. Back is good, mirror's in good shape. The little fender here has come off, so that's an easy glue fix, no big deal. It's a walnut finish and an overall great condition. All right, another broken piece. Dang it, this is so far not looking so good for me. But this is a handmade table. This is such a bummer that the legs are busted off, because the hardware is really nice. This obviously you can see this is an extension table. And then what they did was, which I actually haven't seen before, you guys tell me if you've seen this, they built in a holder underneath for the extension piece. How cool is that? So I will go ahead and post this to my site, but this is going to be for somebody who, does not want to see such a lovely handmade item go to waste, and maybe can add legs, add 2 pedestals to the base, and bring this back to life, because the tabletop is stellar. It's in beautiful shape, and what a bummer to have those legs like that. So this is neat. This is one of those like paint stands or artwork stands, I guess you would call it. Maybe there's probably a much better word to describe what this is called. But anyway, this one looks like it's made of bamboo. It's really cute. It's got some good detail on it. This is fun. This is a vintage brass fireplace, metal base. There's no brand on it that I'm seeing, no markings that I'm seeing. And I think that these little brass plates maybe go inside here. There's 2 of them. I don't know if they both go to this. And of course you can see that the main chimney part is missing, and there's just some wood blanks inside there. So I love this just as a vintage piece. I'm curious what someone could do to take this to the next level, or how they would use it inside of a dollhouse. But it's just beautiful. If you know more about it, please feel free to put that in the comments below. Here's Chrisambon here. This is the base to what would have been like a hutch or a cupboard. It's got some issues that one drawer doesn't want to stay in. It wants to fall out, and then it's missing a leg. So this might be one of those items that someone can do like a trash to treasure on, fix up. The shelf inside is also just broken. It's just sitting in there, so this may not be on the site today, you guys. Sometimes when something is like this, where it's an inexpensive piece that's still available, I may not put it on there because it needs so much work, and not everybody is really interested in doing this much work to a plastic piece like this. All right, here is a coffee table, just a very common coffee table, most likely by Hanley House or Town Square. Someone has added a doily and some napkins. I'm sure at one time it probably had a tea set on it or something like that. Okay, so we have another patio chair that matches the original one that we saw at the beginning of the video here. It does not have the same kind of damage and stuff that the other one had. So it's in nice shape. It looks good. There's no repairs or anything done to it. So I will sell them together as a set, and I'll try to repair that other arm too. Here's another Chris and Bond piece. This is the heater for the house. Someone did a pretty decent job on building this and painting it, putting it together. I would say that it's not perfect, but you certainly could purchase this already done and not have to deal with putting the kit together. It's very lightweight. Of course, it's plastic, and then you can just put this right inside your dollhouse and you're good to go. Here we have a plastic screen with Asian style murals on it. I think this is only a partial screen. It does look like there was probably either one or two other panels that went with this, but this is kind of a fun little item that you could just add into a room, or you could take apart and use the panels on the wall as a decorative item more than a room divider. So I would say that this isn't completely a loss. All right, I recognize this little bendy piece here. This actually goes to that round display cabinet that we saw earlier. So the nice thing about this piece is that at least all the pieces are there, even if it needs a little bit of glue. Okay, inside this bag, we have a planter. It looks like a blue washed planter with some greenery in it. It just looks like the greenery. Maybe you need to run a little bit of a vacuum over it and get the dust off, and then you could actually leave it as is, maybe fluff it up a little bit, or add some floral to that and really brighten it up. All right, what do we have inside box number 1? Hopefully we've got some good stuff in here. A lot of empty bags. Okay, I'm seeing some really fun hat boxes. And these are in nice condition, and they really have this fun vintage feel to them. I think these are probably handmade. A couple different ones. This stripe one is really cute. Look how pretty that is. It's red and white stripe, and then it has a really cute pink border on it. This is fun. This is a little Valentine's heart. It looks like a Valentine box, and it does look like it's handmade. Someone did some beading on the front of it. It's lovely. It's got some cream colors, some vintage lace. Not bad, actually. And then there is an initial on the back of it. All right, a couple other hat boxes here. Both have a real vintage look to them. This one actually has a really pretty hat inside of it. Look at that. That does look like a handmade hat. That's in really good condition. Oh, that's lovely. If you have a hat store, you're working on a store or something, that would be a great addition. All of these little hat boxes would. This one, the black and white gingham, and obviously it's more like a French style hat box. And then here's another one too. This one says Paris, and it has a little roll of paper on it, a beautiful photograph. Well-made hat boxes. Let's see if there's anything in it. No, there's nothing, but it has a little piece of tissue paper that has some music notes on it. Oh, I'm kind of in love with these. All right, we've got a collector item here. This is from Name. Here, it's a baby cradle, and it's got the maker and the inside. This one is from 1983. I know some people collect just things by name, which is really cool, and especially Name house party stuff. So anyway, this one is 1983, Rochester, New York. And of course, it's a baby cradle, like I said, and it was by Roger Guthiel. This is also a little handcrafted item, this little step stool here. I love this piece. It would be great really in so many applications, in the kitchen, in the garage, in a bedroom, in a bathroom, in front of a sink. I mean, in a children's room. Really, it's one of those items you could use anywhere. And then here's just a really cute little hall table, and it's got something inside here. It's got some checker pieces still in the plastic. It's in good condition. You can see that they had a little mini hold on the top. You know, at first glance, this seems like it's in pretty good shape, but there is one leg on the back that looks like it had a repair at one time, and so it's not exactly perfect, but it doesn't make a difference in how the piece stands. Oh my gosh, this is funny. I have seen these in the past, and I don't know why that this was a trend at one time to use these like little tiny dried out fish as real fish, as fish platters, right? Fish or miniature food. And so this is one of those. So someone took a plate and they took the fake ice, and then they took these real dried out fish and put this on top of the ice as a fish platter. And it kind of makes me laugh. Anyway, I think it's pretty funny. I would have this in my house though, just because I think it's awesome. Now, this right here is really neat. I've come across a couple pieces. This is Goebal Miniatures. They did a collection called the Butterfly Collection. And these pieces are actually made of plastic, but you would never know that to look at them and even to feel them. You really have to pay attention because they are so well done. They have done them in this really pretty wood grain and wood stain. They're just beautiful. And this one, I'm so happy to say that it's in great shape. All the pieces are there. The hardware is there. It opens up beautifully. And let's see on the inside. It has all the drawers on the inside as a secretary desk. So I'm really, really pleased in this piece. Yeah, everything opens. Okay, it's in good condition. It's actually in beautiful shape. These pieces came out in the late 70s. So it's really nice to see that this one is in such good condition for who knows what it's been through just in this box alone. All right, here is a versatile piece here. It is an unfinished shelf. It does look like it was handmade. It has some really great little hooks, and then it also has the little indention at the top and plate groove. It has a plate groove for you to put all your little fun plates in. This is fun. This is a nice little piece here. This is a little Bombay chest, little 3-drawer chest. All of the drawers do come out nicely, nice and smooth, no issue there. A nice mahogany finish on it. You know, just a simple piece, but incredibly versatile. Obviously, you could do this in the hallway, in an entry room. You could do it, you know, in the main living room with a lamp on it. I love that. These are really nice. These are some ginger pot stands, I would say. You could put big vases on these. When I see these, I always think like more of an Asian style, but they could also be easily put into a Victorian room. They're in overall good condition. There's a little spotting in the stain itself, it looks like, but I don't think that really takes away from the beauty of the pieces. I really like this table. It's almost like a kitchen work table. You know, it could be almost like an island even. It has little rungs on either side for you to add your towels. I mean, you could really put this in like a workroom too, or like a garage. You could repaint it, and then it has the drawers, the working drawers, of course. Ooh, we have a treasure box. Okay, so we've got just a little green handmade pillow, and then we have a really nice pedestal table here. It does look like this maybe was handmade, or perhaps it was a kit. It's got a little bit of like museum wax on the top, no big deal. The base, I can see where the base and the top come together. There is some glue there. You can see the shininess of the glue, but certainly you won't be able to ever see that when the piece is in the dollhouse, so I'm not really that concerned about that. Nice shape. All right, let's get through some of the fluff and see what else is in here. Oh man, look at this. Oh, this is just beautiful. This is fantastic merchandise. Of course, you probably know that's early BezPack. This is a beautiful curio cabinet. Now, it looks like they had a lot of stuff in this thing at one time. There is a lot of museum wax. So I will try to get most of that museum wax out, but if you purchase this from me, you might be looking to get some of that out yourself. I only say that because sometimes it can be tricky and I don't want to mess up the shells, scratch them, and I also don't want to actually pull them out. So that can, be an issue. So I'll try to take some of that out for you. But overall, this piece, other than the mini hole that's inside of it, it's perfect. It's in perfect condition. I'm really happy to see this. It's such a neat piece, really. I love all the little mini windows in it. And then, of course, the front has the great design and all the scallop and everything. It's really pretty. And it's like that dark walnut, which is funny because I used to be really into mahogany earlier when I first started doing a lot of collecting. And slowly I've kind of come over to this other, like more of a darker walnut finish that I tend to lean to these days. But it's hard because there's so many beautiful pieces like this table here in the mahogany. And this is a BezPack table with scalloped edging on it. And it looks to also be in very good condition other than the dust. I'm not really seeing any issues or checking in the finish at all. Doesn't look like the top has any damage, or you get those striations sometimes in the wood tops, but I don't really see that in this at all. So that's good. So those are good pieces. This is another fantastic merchandise piece, just like a hall table. You could even use it as a sofa table or console table, and it has a really fun front on it, and then the drawers are more like corner drawers. Another fantastic merchandise piece. This is a haul table, and I think I have had a couple of these now. Now let's see if the drawers open real quick. All right, so that one came out easy of, oh, well, look at me pulling the hardware off. I guess it wouldn't be a What's New Wednesday unless I pulled off at least one piece of hardware. And that drawer, of course, works. So anyway, I'll just glue that little piece of hardware back on, no worries. All right, here we have a flip down desk. It has the drawers. Do I dare pull these out? Yes, of course I do. Anyway, everything looks good on this piece. The desk is in good shape. The finish is nice. Legs look good. Here's a really pretty little rocking chair here with a nice finish on it. It does have a artist signature on the bottom. This is, I think, if you guys remember from previous videos, if you are a avid viewer of the show, that I've come across a couple rocking chairs without arms. And that to me, like, it doesn't feel right for some reason. Like, I feel like I need arms on my rocking chair. But why would a rocking chair come without arms is my question. So you tell me. Maybe it's for like playing an instrument while you're in the rocking chair. Like you would want the arms to be gone. What are some other good reasons why you wouldn't have arms on a rocking chair? This is a really nice buffet piece. This is a heavier quality item, and so I'm thinking that this is also fantastic merchandise. One of the hardware drawer pulls is missing. I did not do that, but I'm having a hard time getting the drawers out, and it feels like they are stuck inside for some reason. I don't know if that means that the wood has shrunk and they're having a hard time, and that's what's causing the issue. But I know these, I see what the issue is. Someone put a blue tack on the inside of these drawers, probably to keep them from falling out. So I'm just going to leave them alone and leave it just as is, because otherwise I'll probably pull off all the hardware. It doesn't sound like anything is stuck inside, but I will just put it on eBay like that. Okay, so here's a wine holder. It holds your wine and it holds your 4 glasses upside down. So that's really neat. That'd be great on a bar top or in the kitchen, maybe dining room, and it's in good condition. Here's a town square miniature refrigerator, and all the hardware is there. It's in good shape. This actually feels almost like it's brand new, and maybe it wasn't ever used. It doesn't look like anything was ever set inside. So it's in good, let me just toss it. It was in good condition. No, I'm just kidding. It's still in good condition. Here is obviously it's a sofa. It's a wingback sofa. This is a Bezpak piece. The material is this really pretty floral pattern, and of course it's very neutral. The base of it, the wood, is mahogany, and I would say the integrity of the piece is there. What is not there is it almost looks like someone spilled something on it and it released the back fabric a little bit, and then you can see that there's some staining on it. So I'm not saying that this piece is at a loss, because I have painted many fabrics over the years. Someone could probably do that and cover the stain. It's just unfortunate that that happened. All right, here we have the base of this double sink. The double sink is in good condition. There's a little back corner area where some of the porcelain has kind of rubbed off a little bit. So other than that, overall good condition. The yellowing on the front is just like from probably a price tag or something at one time. But this is a really good utility sink. Here we have another room divider. This is a 4-paneled Asian style room divider. I love the color on it. This side I've seen before. It's got the really pretty birds, and on this side though, it has much brighter pictures than I've ever seen. Some really nice stuff. A little baby, little mom with her baby. It would almost be hard to decide what side you wanted to really showcase in the dollhouse. All right, so we've got a black lacquer Asian style chair with some gold painting on it. We've got some birds. The side is also painted, and this one is in good condition, and I'm not seeing any missing parts to it. Then we have an old vintage bathtub here in metal. It's very light, so I know it's brass in color, like a gold brass color, but it feels lighter than that. This really feels more like an antique piece also, rather than just one of those like vintage brass tubs. And then here we have some small scale metal bistro tables. They do have a handmade quality to them, and they're really cute. but they're not 1/12 scale, which is fine because we don't always need 1/12 scale, do we? All right, here's another box, maybe with some goodies in it. Yeah, good. Okay, some of this stuff looks okay. Here we have another Asian style chair in the black lacquer, and I think that is almost an exact match to the other one. You can see that the painting on this is all hand done because it's just slightly different. They look really nice. I like these chairs a lot. And we have a matching little coffee table, and we have another coffee table. So 2 different styles though. Both are really nice. This one looks like a sticker, like a price. Oh, kind of price tags look like they were maybe both in the center of both of them. So they gave the center a little bit of a shine to them. And here's another coffee table. So I've got 3. All right, we've got an Adirondack chair here in like not quite a true pink, almost like a salmon color. And then it looks like someone hand painted accessories on it. And really lightly, it's super hard to see. It's very tiny right in there and the angle's weird, but there is a little artist signature. So I love this chair. This would be great as a beach scene or just out in front on a nice big patio. All right, we have a pot holder. This is nice. This is handmade. They have a lot of pots on it, a lot. So that's pretty cool though. We've got some silver and copper pots hanging from this. They did make it where it has the little screws so you could screw this in. You know, really the condition is fine. It feels like there's too many pots on it though, but you could easily take a couple of those off and then put those on the stove or put those in a cabinet or something. So really nice. And then this is fantastic merchandise. Also, just the wingback chair. It's similar style to the sofa that we saw, but of course it's not the match to it. Wood on the back, wood on the sides, and then a really nice neutral colored seat and back cushion. This is fun. This is a Christenbahn rocking chair that someone has put together and painted pink. And then they have a little ottoman here. They've made this little matching cushion set for it. So you've got the back cushion, a little seat cushion, and then the ottoman has a cushion also. It's really cute. This would be really great in a baby room. Okay, we have just a side table here, a little mahogany side table. Has a little glue on it, but it's in good shape. Drawer works, hardware is there. Just a standard side table, but these are the kind of pieces that are very versatile and you can use them in a lot of ways. And then this is also a Bezpak lyre table here. You know, at first it looks like it's in pretty good shape, but the base has actually been re-glued. So the base was re-glued to the top and then the actual footing was re-glued too. But it does stand straight. There's no issues with that. The drawer, of course, is great and all the hardware is there. You can see it's that traditional Bezpak hardware. This is a handmade piece. This is like a little shaving stand. The top, it has the artist signature on the bottom. It's really hard to read. The drawer is smooth. It really pulls out like butter. I don't think that's the original bowl that goes with it. It's not like a really good fit. And the piece itself is so well made that I feel like if there was a bowl that went with it and little cups to the back, they would have fit perfectly. And then here's just a little wall hanger here, a little decorative wall hanger that someone made. I know there's probably actually a true name to what this is called. So if you know it, put it in the comments so that I can learn from you. And here is a polymer clay cake. And it's 4 tiers, it looks like. Let's see. This is interesting. You know, this cake has a lot going on. It looks like that this was going to be a really awesome cake that someone either stopped or got frustrated with and didn't continue on. So you have a little head on the top, like a mannequin head with a hat on it. And then the hat from the behind has all of these striped bows. And I think it's red and white striped bows. But then on the side, you have a black and white striped bow. And then there's all these different floral patterns. And you can see each layer has a different pattern on it. You've got scallops, you've got tufting, you've got stripes. You know, I just think that maybe someone was either, like I said, practicing on this. It's not awful. It's just that it needs maybe to be painted or something. And I think it could really be grand. Okay, we've got another box at the bottom here. So let's see what kind of cool stuff is under this fluff. Anything inside? No? Okay. All right, so right out of the box, we have our deep mahogany game table. I think that this could be a Bezpak piece. It's got the detail of one. It's got the inlaid like leather top for like a nice game of poker or chess. It's lovely. It's nice. Yeah, it's got 4 drawers, so you can definitely do all sorts of different games on this piece. All right, this is a really nice desk. I feel like this could be part of the Concord Museum quality furniture that they did. It's got those two tones. I'm not seeing like the wings though, that's kind of like the Concord branding, but I don't know if Concord branded their museum quality furniture. So if you know who does that desk, please let me know in the comments. Here's a really great kitchen work table. I think I'll tell you what it looks like. It looks like there was some damage to the top of this, and so someone did a really good paint coat on it. And then what I love, of course, I've mentioned this in other videos, is the utility drawer here where they actually put in the dividers. I just love that. I love it when they do that to the drawers. It's got really great hardware. The legs are in good condition. The top is not in that great of shape. Like I said, you can see where there was either some damage. It almost looks like that they painted over glue instead of sanding then painting. So I don't know what was going on there. Here we have a record holder, a music box, record holder. It's generally in good shape. The only thing is, of course, you can see that the hardware on the top, it's still there, it's just come loose. And so it needs to be glued, or it needs a couple little brads, little nails in there to hold that piece, hold the top part back together. But otherwise, everything else is in nice shape. There's no issues with it. There's no broken parts. The front does fold down really nicely, and the stain is overall in good condition. Oh man, I'm seeing some Betty's wooden furniture at the bottom here, and I am so excited about that. So we'll get to that. Here are the yellow chairs that go with that yellow bistro table that we saw in the very beginning. Again, beautiful condition. And then they've got the little daisy, little seat cushions. So these are, they're precious, to be honest, and they're in good shape. I don't know who makes this. I've never seen this set before. I've never seen it in other colors either. As I always say, if you know anything about it, let me know in the comment. But when I see this, I just want to sit down at this little table and drink some lemonade, or some regular lemonade or some pink lemonade. It wouldn't matter if I was sitting at this table. All right, so let's get to this kids' room furniture. So this is the headboard, and you can see that it was designed obviously to look like a dollhouse, and it even has sliding doors here for you could put books in if you want to go that route, or you could actually buy like quarter scale furniture and put it inside there and make it look like a little dollhouse, you know. These are both these little mirrors here. They are made to go on top of either the dresser or a bookcase. And they are so cute too, because they have like a little tiny window at the top of them. Oh gosh, this is too cute. And this is all handmade stuff, you know, so this is the little 2-drawer dresser. I think it's a little too big to be a nightstand, but you could potentially. Anyway, this is the general store. And you could also do these right here, these little bookcases. These go on top of either, they have a bookcase or a little dresser that you can put these on top of. So I'll sell these pieces separate because some people already have some of these and they just need like just the bookcase top. So anyway, these are also in really good condition. And I just love how they've slanted the top so they look like little roofs. They're too cute. So here's another little 2-drawer dresser here. You can see that they're very similar. The blue is very close, but not exact. And then this little window has come off, but that's just an easy glue. Some of the bases where the brick is on the bottom of the house, these little drawers, you know, has come loose also. So they are just so precious. If I was a little girl, this would have been the bedroom set that I would have wanted in my real house. So you can see how the shelf would fit right on top of this piece. And then this is just an open bookcase right here. Again, one of the shelves could fit up on this as well. The general overall condition of these pieces is that they're in good shape. There's a little hiccups here and there. Here are the actual nightstands. You can see they're just a little smaller, and then they have one drawer, and then the top is open, so you could do bookcase, you know, books in there or whatever you want, of course. The drawers are all in good shape. Okay, well, that looks like everything in my little estate sale auction box here. So I hope that you saw something today that you absolutely couldn't live without. I certainly saw stuff that I am questioning whether or not I should put on the site. No, it'll all be there. If you're new to this program, you can now just jump right on over to my eBay website, which is Whitney Labrie Events, and all the items will be listed under newly listed, or I will put them in different categories so they could be easily found. If you're having trouble finding my eBay website. The link will be in the description of this video. It's also linked in my homepage of my YouTube channel in the top right hand corner, so you can just click where it says eBay and it'll take you directly there. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week, you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time for my regular scheduled videos. Bye!